FEB Central churches all have the same theology, but they look very different from each other. And our church plants are each unique.
The beauty of our church at this sort of grassroots level is we have the ability to find out what's going on, what needs really exist, and to sort of adapt and meet those needs. We start to sort of build a church around that. Where can we sort of insert the gospel and the hope and the good news of the gospel into everyday life.
The Arabic congregation here at West Park began just a few months ago, but it was really a dream that FEB had a few years ago when we began to see all these Syrian refugees coming in. And London is a center where many, many refugees have been.
9 years ago when I came, there is no way Temple Baptist Church would be on the path that they're currently on by planting another church outside of itself. And having been a part of that restoration in Temple has really birthed this vision of seeing Restoration Church planted.
People are looking for new ways to engage the culture and community, and our church planters are jumping into those avenues and doing that kind of thing.
Our Arabic congregation is fairly new. It started off in November, and it's part of our West Park church family.
We view West Park as one church, 4 congregations, and we share kids ministry, we share our board, we share our budget, and we share our building, and we share the common vision and values.
FEB is trying to train us as church planters. They invite us to conferences and to sessions about church planting and all of that.
It's so cool to see now FEB and the church planting not just English plants, but the willingness to invest resources and effort into other language church plants.
Temple's mission statement is, we are on mission with Jesus to turn the broken people into whole people who multiply Christ's followers. And it's really that DNA that we're taking out of Temple to plant a new church in Cambridge, to see the broken made whole, hence Restoration Church.
Restoration Church has really been a catalyst for us to be more missional, to be more evangelistic. I think there's just a real passion to see what could happen here. It's increased our prayer. We've actually seen people just get saved in talking about Restoration Church here.
We have a team of 35 people. A lot of it right now really is writing and dreaming strategy of what it's actually going to look like. FEB Central is supporting us, of course, financially. As well, we've been through FEB Central's training program. It's been amazing to see the support from other fellowship churches for what we're doing. They're really blessing what we're doing as a fellowship, so it's amazing to be a part of that.
Quebec generally has a very long and complicated history with the church. And so for many years, I think the voice and influence of the church was so loud that it drowned out the voice of culture. Right now, we are spread out across the West Island in different communities in something that we call city groups. And so those are missional communities. There's a deep hunger and a sense for really finding purpose and joy and satisfaction.
FEB Central has been our primary supporter financially, people, just lots of encouragement and direction. We've hit some walls along the way, not necessarily knowing what next. We have a strong sense of call, but then there's the logistics of it all. When everything looks kind of crazy and confusing, FEB Central was there just to say, okay, well, here's a couple of steps, and this is what to look out for next.
I think that in Quebec, we're about 30 years ahead of the rest of Canada in some of the shifts. And I think that excites me because to see a culture be post-Christian also means that it's pre-Christian. And so we have a great opportunity here in Montreal and throughout the rest of Quebec to really see how the gospel can be pushed into all sectors of culture.
God is doing something. I'm just following him about what he is doing. God is going to do something great among the Arabs here in this area.
This is literally like a family sending off one of its own to expand the family and broaden the family here in the city.
Our dream for the future is to see 300 new churches planted across Ontario and Quebec. I think it's doable and achievable, but it's a God-sized dream. I think God is raising up a generation of church planters today. We receive calls and contacts on a regular basis of new people exploring what it looks like for them to start a brand new church to reach people who've never heard the gospel before, and that's exciting to me.